Who mentioned Harvey-Pinard earlier?
Joe
14 goals this year, double of our
dude.
hero Gallagher.
I think he's fantastic, man.
This kid, does he make the lineup as of next season?
Please.
Of course.
Actually, does he get a contract extension as of next season?
Of course.
Yeah, I think so.
You should.
I see a little $2-3 million
14 goals
contract.
and is what 31, 32 games now. He's basically almost scored in half.
He's a 30-goal scorer.
Scares me though.
He has potential.
Nah, Zook,
check
it's
the
gonna wear
stats.
down. I think it's the whole beginner's luck type thing. He's not a 30-goal scorer. I mean, he could be. Hoping I'm wrong.
If he is,
we've been
that's
using him on
insane,
the
though.
third line.
I think
Even if he
14
fills
goals
out
in
to be a
32.
third line dependable player, I'll be happy with it. This is a guy you drafted 7th round. As
Don't
long
think
as you don't give him $6.5 million, you're good in my books.
Don't take
You'll
this the
get
wrong
3.5.
way. Don't take this the wrong way. It's so hard to judge these players this year because they are playing to shine. They're not playing there's no pressure on these guys.
And they're not playing to win.
And they're not playing to win. They're playing to have fun. So all these superstars that are shining, all these young players that are shining, it's amazing. I'm loving it. Don't take this the wrong way. I'm fucking loving Pinard. I'm loving Goulet. I'm loving everybody the way they're performing. It's so nice to see. But put them in a new setting next year when we're trying to make playoffs, let's say. Are they going to perform the same way? That's why I'm having a hard time putting my hopes up of watching Pinard play and all these guys because, look, fucking Paling, we fucking went ball sack crazy when he got that hat trick last game of the season. We went crazy last game. Like, guys, next year, fucking Paling's gonna fucking kill it.
Ball sack crazy.
I don't know. I just came out of my mouth.
New term.
We're all going crazy. Paling 3 goals. Oh, next year, fucking superstar. Put the C on him. Guess what?
Well, he did get injured, but yes, and for this part, I do agree. We'll see how they are under pressure.
I agree with you. Finish that sentence.
Keep going, Joe.
No, I do agree with the statement made by the Curfew Boys. So yeah, with Bernard, we'll see under pressure. Again, he's obviously scoring more than what people think he should. It's nice to see, but I've always been concerned the way Marty and the team has coached a team to win a game when it's tough. And I'm talking in terms of defensively. I think he's putting them out there to try to just play their own way, be creative type, but they're not learning the two-way game. That's me. To me, they're not playing the two-way game. It might change, but you're going to need that when you have to go to when you have to make playoffs. If you take a look at Boston know how to score, but they know how to keep the puck out of the net. I hate to use them as a team, but they're definitely one of them. They know how to score enough to beat you. They're not going to be there, score 4 or 5 a game. Like I said, Montreal has scored so many goals this past 2 to 3 weeks, but they still have a losing record. They cannot keep the puck out of the net. Injuries are a part of it, but I think structurally they're not doing themselves a favor because even when everybody was healthy, yes, maybe we had too many rookies and a bunch of injuries as well to Edmondson.
And that's the thing. It's the injuries that gave him this opportunity, and he took full advantage of it. But is he going to have the same opportunity next year, or did he win that opportunity for next year?
I think he did, obviously. But Sam, my question is, if Montreal get into tighter games next year because they're better, and it comes to a point where Marty says, "Hey, you got to be back there to defend." Is he still going to be able to keep up defending and coming to score 14, 15 goals?
He might not. I don't think he'll score the same amount of goals if they make him play a little bit more of a defensive game, but he could.
Yeah, that's the thing is you have to learn, hey, you got to put up this production, but you got to play defense. And that goes for everybody. Yeah. Like I mentioned this to you, Sam, specifically about how Suzuki and even Caulfield, like these guys are putting up numbers, but they all forgot about defense. I'll send you guys after.
Yeah, but Joel, let's be honest. Is Caulfield really supposed to be a defensive player?
I know. I hate saying this, but he was better under this with Ducharme, and same with Suzuki. Suzuki was still playing well, but doing well. Again, I think my only worry with some of these guys is they forgot how to play defensive enough to win a game. That's me. And
I agree with that statement.
We say how many times defense wins championship.
I'm fine. No, I don't agree with that statement.
But it's also now because also all the injuries.
That's your proof, Zook.
I think the new
absolutely.
brand of hockey is going to be more offense than
Zook,
defense.
for sure, for
Just
sure.
saying.
more
You need that
offense.
balance. You need
But
that
wait,
balance.
but wait.
No, but
now
this-
it's a balance. But I'm saying
but this
within
year-
the next 3 years, it might be a goal-scoring league.
How many-
And you
how
already
many
see the
games-
shit.
It
By the
already
way.
is.
How
You
many
already see the
games have
shit.
you seen? How many games have we seen that it's teams are putting up more than 4 or 5 goals a night?
Yeah.
And
I think
yeah,
goal
it's
fours is at a record high, right? I think I was reading somewhere. Like it's never
possible.
been like this.
But also it's because
So-
I think we're in that era of no longer high caliber star goalies.
yeah, that too.
Like
yeah,
there's
that's
just
true.
there's just Vasilevsky
But
that's left. But like
Paired that with the fact that the game is faster and these kids
Mhm.
are, dude. You see these kids shooting. I've never
yeah,
seen this before in my life. It's insane.
they're unreal.
Even
But
fucking fourth rounders are incredible kids nowadays. It's insane.
Well,
So,
look,
like, it's
well,
a high
look.
scoring game. It's
I-
high speed, high all
for
that.
sure. Well, look,
Zook,
Harvey,
Zook,
yeah,
you
go
realize
Joey.
teams like Chicago and Arizona have given up less goals than Montreal, and
Yeah.
don't tell me they have anything to
They may
rave
have-
about on
they may
defense
have
or goaltending.
They may have less injuries. They may have more of a
But Zook,
systematic
even with injuries,
D
everyone's
game.
praising Mutombo. We're still third last,
No.
or we're still third last behind Columbus.
Yeah, but look who's our coach, though. Luke Richardson. Like,
But that's what I'm saying is I think there's been emphasis on scoring more, but I think a lot of the defensive game has
Mhm.
been just lost. Like I said, Suzuki
I think it's
was
evolving
an amazing
more than
two-way
anything.
player, but
Yeah.
I don't see as much when I look statistically, and I'm talking about advanced ones, defensively, it's like it's night and day what he used to be to what he is now. So
Okay.
they have to find that balance. And when you have to play both ends of the ice, it's harder to produce.
I
It just
think-
is. That's
I
what
think
Harvey
looking at
Pinard,
that's-
we have to
yeah.
see if he can keep that up. That's just what I'm saying. My worry is next year when a game is tight and it's tied or it's a close game, can he
Oh,
produce?
But
Joey,
the thing
Joey.
is, next year it's gonna be different because there won't be as many injuries. Now, I
Wait,
think,
don't say that.
We
Don't
won't say
jinx
that.
it,
We had
but
that last year.
oh well,
don't-
yes,
don't
but I'm
jinx
saying is
that.
now there's a lot of injuries, so
Yeah.
maybe at this point he's like, okay, just fucking
Yeah.
just go score.
I don't think
And
it's
that
only
is what it
that.
is.
I think the fact of the injuries is creating that that lack of chemistry. Whereas if for example Nick Suzuki had consistent line mates and consistent D-men, he wouldn't have been a
He-
defensive liability as he
he
was.
had this year.
We'll
This
see.
year he had until
don't
Kaufman's
know.
injury. They had the same two guys besides the one crazy time
Yeah.
where Marty was putting Doc at
Dude,
center.
Dude,
He
before
played with
Christmas, the
two-
Habs were not far from a wild card. Like they were playing
No,
well.
they were still in playoff position.
That's what I'm saying. So
to
it's all
this
the
day-
injuries that fucked them up more.
to this day, I think I believe Adrian more and more that they could have made wild card if everybody was healthy,
Yeah.
or at least fight for it.
So
Nope.
those
I don't-
advanced
I don't
analytics, when a
The-
team is
I don't think
injured,
it'll be
they
fifth
don't
last.
mean anything.
The injuries was a blessing in disguise for
Yeah.
all these young young players that are showing their talent.
Yeah.
They all got an opportunity in the professional league because of all these injuries. We wouldn't have not seen Pinard play if there was all healthy players. And that's number one.
No,
so we
I don't
wouldn't have
think
not
so
been
either.
able to
Yeah.
say that. And
Yes and no, Ant. I just want to say yes and no because there's injuries every year. So he seemed like he always seemed like the first guy to come up if there was an injury. And you're telling me no team does not suffer an injury in 82 games. So I think he would have still had his opportunity regardless.
but maybe not that like look okay.
Maybe a
Good point.
day-to-day.
I don't
injury.
think
Good point,
I don't
but-
think it would have lasted this long if those injuries. came back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It took him a while before Pinard started showing that, right? It didn't.
Yeah,
it
he had a
wasn't-
rough start in Laval.
Yeah. That's why. So yes, let's say injury would have happened and he came in. He didn't have they gave him. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But they gave him a lot of time before he shined, right?
Yeah,
So maybe in
for
your
sure.
sense, so
But he took opportunity. He took full advantage of those opportunities. It's 2 games where he's got 2 goals, and then he got his hat trick.
Yeah.
Like it's a 7th round pick. Like it's fucking fantastic. And that's the thing now. It's like right now he's gonna be a restricted free agent at the end of the season.
Tom Brady
making-
with the Habs.
I'm gonna throw up.
He's making 825,000. Like what do you guys think he's gonna get? I think
Maybe a mil. Like how much
1.2,
more are you gonna
1.3
bump
is
this
not-
guy
you
up?
can't-
Like it
that's
could be
it.
one season.
well, do you sign him for 1 year?
No,
think
you
you
sign
sign
him for
him.
more.
I say you sign if they could sign him 3 years at 1.5, or 1.2.
Yeah,
like
that's
you
what I
said. Like,
see.
I think
That's what I see.
Okay, yeah, that could
That's
be
what
a
I-
stretch,
at-
but
at 3
if
years,
you can
yeah.
turn this into a third line player, it's golden for Montreal because
I think so too.
third line
100%.
is something that's important. It's hard
He's
to
a
find good third liners if you want to win the
Or you
cup.
throw him in as an asset for PLT. I'm joking, but
Oh, no, they're not gonna round the seventh. They're not gonna want a 7th round pick player. Like, I mean, good on him. He could score. Maybe.
wouldn't that be a window for us?
Man, are you kidding?
A
Of
win?
course.
Yeah,
For
I
us,
think
Yeah,
so.
I
but
would.
PLD
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Bernard?
Right
I
away.
think so. Yeah, I
Right
think
No,
away.
no, but hold on, Joe.
Yeah, I think so.
I see the face that you're pulling. I'm an idiot.
No,
Yes.
it's never gonna happen, and so I'm not even gonna discuss
I know
it.
it-
It's not
no,
even a remote
okay,
possibility.
Okay, I'm
Let's
talking
speculate here.
hypothetical.
Yes.
Okay, I'm talking
let's not
hypothetical. I
speculate.
know
Scenario 1.
I'm. I know it's not gonna happen, but it's something that Hughes could pull. That's all I'm saying.
You realize they're gonna laugh at him if they propose that, right? There's no
They're
way.
not gonna
any
do
GM
1
would
for 1,
propose-
Joe.
Okay,
Like, come
so
on.
Kirby Doc for Romanov wasn't a, oh my god, what the fuck?
That was more of a shock that we gave up Romanov more than the value of the trade. The value of the trade is fine. Doc struggled in Chicago, and Romanov solidified himself as at least a second pairing defenseman in Montreal. Whereas Pinard is a 7th rounder having a good 30 games to Dubois, where everyone's saying he's, at least a legit first, second liner.
I would.
Yeah.
I would love to be a fly on the wall to any of the listeners hearing this part of the conversation that they would trade Harvey-Pinard for Dubois.
Come on.
I would love to be a
I'm
fly
not-
just to see the. No. It's fine. It's just talking. Just
No,
shooting the
I
shit
didn't
here.
say 1 for 1. Whoa. I didn't
No,
say
for
1
sure.
one.
But I
Part of
would
an
love to be a
asset.
fly. I would love
Part
to
of
be the
the
fly
deal,
just
yeah.
to see their reaction.
I wouldn't even do it if you throw in the first in the next 2 years. So you throw in that first, I wouldn't even do it. The 2023 or
Wouldn't do-
2024.
You wouldn't do, again, hypothetical, and I know it's not gonna happen. I'm just having fun here, but you wouldn't do Dubois for Pinard and Florida's pick.
Yes.
We're not ready. We're not ready, and we don't have the cap. We're really up against the
Oh
cap.
my
Fuck the
God.
cap. Fuck the cap. You have an
It's hard, but that's part of
No.
the deal. You have to look in the cap.
No. Hold on a second.
No
We have
salary
cap
cap?
space.
Yes, in a heartbeat. I would.
Okay, no salary cap era. We're allowed. Pinard,
PlayStation
Florida
5.
pick for PLD. You wouldn't do that?
I would in a
No,
heartbeat.
we're not ready.
Eyes closed. I'd say yeah.
You're not ready, Joe. I know.
We're not ready. You said
Hey,
screw the
he doesn't
cap.
wanna
That's
agree. He
fine.
doesn't want to agree with me. That's his problem.
No, you said screw the cap. I'm not mentioning the cap. As a team, we're not ready.
But you're getting rid of Pinard, who is not a superstar, and a Florida pick who you don't even know if he's gonna make the NHL for PLD, who's gonna give us 80 points a fucking season, and you're saying no to that?
He hasn't made 80 points.
He's gonna make 80 points with Curfew and Suzuki.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe if you're talking
That would
about
be a
cap,
crazy
and
line,
we're ready to make playoffs, sure.
Oh,
but like
man.
I keep thinking of cap and how our team is structured. That's I can't X that out of the talks. It's part of it. You can't just say
With this
screw the cap. It's
stats
just
man
part of it.
Joe's in his fucking realm right
Yeah,
now.
it's hard for me to accept that because it's part of it. You can't just take something out.
Too
Yeah,
deep.
fucking
But he's
hypothetical,
at 58 points.
I would take that deal, Ant.
He's got 25 goals.
Dang Zook.
Joey can just have fun. That's all. Just to be serious all the time.
What do you mean having fun? I'm looking forward to the
Look,
draft.
he's been a 20 goal scorer his whole career.
Bernard is
Yeah.
6 goals away, equal value, and then there's the first rounder. So there you go.
Yeah, he's bigger. He's a centerman.
Caulfield is 5'6", and the guy can
pedigree.
score.
Hey, he's 5'9". Okay, he grew an inch.
He's 5'6" compared to everybody else, and he could score 40 goals if he is healthy.
So you're saying Pinard could score 40 goals?
No, Caulfield. I'm saying screw the
Yeah.
size part.
Well, it depends who you ask, Joe. Sometimes size matters. But anyway,
In hockey, a little less of what you're talking
again,
about.
depends what kind of hockey you're talking
It's
about.
too late
Size
for
matters.
this.
Yeah. Oh my God. I think I'd make that deal.
Okay, let's end with Dubois. I'm sorry, we spoke about it at lengths. Like, it's done.